Hey, this is the Daily Overpass. My name is Eric and I make apps. And today we reach episode 200. Okay, so one of my New Year's resolutions this year was to do a daily video. What we really have to do is ramp up. Okay, so I'm back in England, I'm back in my office, I'm back into the daily routine, right? I've got loads of emails to catch up on. So if any of you guys have emailed me, I'm sorry, I'm getting to those, right? But it's kind of nice, just kind of nice to be back, right? Part of me, I start to think of myself as, you know what, maybe I'll just get rid of everything and just carry the laptop around and I'll be this digital nomad, the kind of like you read in the self-help books, just a laptop and an internet connection, that's all you need. That's what we talked about last week. And as much as I think I like the idea of that, I also like just having a base of operations. I like having my stuff nearby. I like having a consistent internet connection, all that kind of stuff. So it's actually really nice to be back. So today I was going to talk about Chinese app markets. Somebody asked about this last week in one of the comments, and I thought we would go over that again, talk a little bit more about the top app markets in China. But I realize it's episode 200, and we can't. I don't want to go any further without saying once again thank you to everybody who's been watching this for so long. Now, I started this at the beginning of the year. I said we'll do it. Try to do daily, and for the most part, it has been every weekday, but there's been a few days missed here and there, right? But I appreciate everyone sticking with me. Now, when we got to episode 100, I said I wanted to up my game a little bit, not so much because I want to be this big lifestyle YouTuber guy, but because if you're going to do something every day, you might as well get better at it. So I've been trying new things with camera techniques and all that stuff over the last 100 episodes, so hopefully that's kept it a little bit more interesting. So over the next 100, or at least over the next days, weeks, and months, there's a lot of things I want to talk about a bit more. I want to talk more about the Chinese app market, right? When it comes to that, I've done a little bit with China, with the Chinese app markets, but I haven't really seen a lot of success. But it's something that personally, as a developer, I need to improve on. And as I go through there and chop through that, I want to be able to share everything that I learned with you guys. And also, for those of you who have experience with those kind of things, hopefully you'll also share those in the comments, and we could all get better at it. Because I think, dude, if Apple's going to be less developer friendly, which is hard to say, how could they be less developer friendly? But if they're going to start becoming less developer friendly, then we have to focus more on Android and Google Play. Although Google Play is the majority of my revenue comes from Google Play, it's not enough, and we have this huge population out in China that we've got to try to reach out to a little bit more, right? So that's something I'm interested in. I'm also I want to get back into house ads a little bit more. Like back in the it was about over a year ago where I was using house ads all the time to try to take my biggest app and cross promote to the other applications, right? But since they've gone over to that new campaigns tab, which is I know it's been ages, right? And I just haven't really done anything with that. I know a lot of people have been asking me to talk a bit more about that, and I don't want to tell you anything that I don't know, something that I haven't done myself. So, it'd be very easy for me to go up there and say, you should do this, you should do that. But if I wasn't really honest with you saying, hey, I've tried this and it didn't work, I tried this and it did work, right? Then what's the use of me even being here? So that's something I want to go over a little bit more, and also a little bit more on the day-to-day side of things. So there's a lot of things. I'm a full-time app developer. I do work for clients. I do work on our own. So one of the things I try not to get into the tedium of it, just to say, okay, today I'm going to work on this. Today I'm going to work on this, all that kind of stuff. But it might be useful for some of you guys out there just to have something more to talk about. My goal was not to have this as a tutorial channel, although I'll do as many tutorials as I could come up with, anything that I feel confident enough to say, hey, this is what I've learned, this is what we've done. Because you guys are really good at correcting me if I say something wrong, which is fantastic. Or if you pick something up, and I get so many good emails from people saying they learned stuff along the way. But the goal of this channel is more to be like a conversation. Like I said, in the early days for me, I had no one to talk to. There was nobody doing what I was doing, and it was I would come up with these little problems with different things. Working with remote developers, dealing with AdMob, dealing with Google Play, dealing with Apple, all this kind of stuff, and there was nobody else to talk to. And it's starting to change a little bit more, where we have, we can have these kind of conversations. So this is, so it's really great when you guys ask questions. I'll give my opinion on anything, right? If it's something that like a tutorial or something, I might need to do a bit of research, but hopefully not. I mean, it seems like I've tried everything, but I haven't used Unity, and I haven't used Unity ads. But aside from that, and try to get on that. Anyway. Not to just ramble on. Thank you so much for following the last 100 episodes. Tomorrow we'll talk about something concrete and substantive. Thanks so much again, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.